Do it. I'm so scared.
Hey, I don't know if I've separated the audio, so they might be able to hear us right now. I'm not sure. Anyway, there's about to be some loud music, so earbud warning.
We're living on a disk, floating through space, with a tiny sun.
Hey, I'm FTFE, and welcome back to the channel that does to stupidity what the inevitable passage of time is about to do to the year 2019. Oh my god, can you believe that we are about to enter 2020? I'm pretty sure that is actually officially the future. At least Back to the Future told me I would have flying cars by now. Where's my fucking flying cars, team?
But I want it too.
Yeah, man. Like, seriously. I want a DeLorean, and I want it to be powered by garbage, and I want it right now. And with time travel, wanting it right now should be, like, no problem, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So just think really hard, and then we'll just remember in the future to come back to this point and give yourself a flying car. Sorted. Anyway, how you doing, bud?
My voice is finally coming back. It's been gone. It's been going here and away a bit because I've been partying really hard. And yeah, tonight, instead of going out and blowing hundreds of dollars to hang out with friends that I hang out with on January 2nd and 3rd and 4th and 5th and 6th, I'm just going to stay at home and hang out with my favorite people in the world. Fight the Flat Earth and all of the many hundreds of subscribers I brought to this live stream tonight.
So how much did we
Happy
say
New
that
Year
I
to you guys
pay
out
you
there.
for saying that?
Well, if I can just make up a number, shit, 10,000 pounds.
Right, cool.
20
shit. You remembered pounds as well, damn it. Yeah,
I think pounds are worth more than euros, right?
Yeah, definitely. Even with Brexit. So, yeah, it's obviously very close to New Year for me right now. And instead of partying, I'm an old man. So my wife and I have a tradition of eating junk food, like little party snacks, and playing Call of Duty. Well, she's playing Call of Duty behind me right now, the new one. Probably doing much better than I did the other night, whilst I'm streaming, because I wanted to talk about what an amazing fucking year this has been. 2019 was a year I never expected to happen. I never expected to have over 22,000 people actively want to listen to me. What the fuck is wrong with all of you? But thank you, seriously. And I hope everybody has had an amazing Christmas and is going to have an awesome new year. How's your 2019 been?
Up and down. Up and down, really. Okay, trending up. We'll say trending up. From the beginning of 2019 to the end of 2019, I'm in a better position, but to get where I was at right now, I had to go through some ups and downs in my, personal life and my business life. Of course, this was me making the decision to go ahead and go full-time YouTube this year. I did it for a full year, and for the first year I really wasn't monetized, so I didn't really make any money doing it, which was fine. I didn't do it for the money. I never thought I would be in a position to do it for the money. I always thought I would just be doing this for fun, and maybe somebody might like me, maybe somebody might not like me, whatever. I don't care.
I like you.
It's me. I'm having fun. Right. And it turns out that more people like me than don't, which is amazing. So my 2019, let's see, the beginning of the year was, of course, me dealing with Daniel Pratt and his copyright strikes, as well as a false copyright strike on my dinger.
On your dinger.
Which is ridiculous.
Was your dinger
copyright
actually
struck my dinger?
Was that the same noise as Cinema Sins, or like is?
Yeah, it is. 100%. 100%.
It doesn't matter.
They can't
right?
copyright it though.
No.
Yeah, it was just a false copyright strike, is what it was.
Yeah.
I think it was done by some trolls, and it was done in the. See, I don't know if you can still do this, but you used to be able to file copyright strikes on behalf of somebody else. So I actually got a copyright strike for somebody else who had no idea that he copyright struck me. So I have no idea. All in all, it got fixed. Yes, it got fixed, and there was no problem with the dinger. It wasn't Cinema Sins. It wasn't the guy. Oh, I don't think it was the guy who they said it was, and from YouTube at least. Excuse me, guys. But all that really kind of, let's see, from there, that's when I really started getting, you know, after that, I would say is when I started becoming a little bit more popular amongst the viewers. I jumped from like 8,000 subs to 15,000 in like 2 months.
Yeah,
and then
I remember reading
that's when I said,
a
you know
post
what?
by you. You put a post out like, oh, I can't believe I've got 9,000 subs. And then it just seemed like a few weeks later, and you were shooting past 10, heading towards 13, 14.
Yep. That's exactly what happened. And the thing is that when that happened, that was really the catalyst to say, right before that happened, I had thought to myself, you know, could I sustain myself as an online entertainer? You know, not like a sexual performer or anything like that, you weirdos out there, but someone that goes online and can hold a conversation with people, make it enjoyable, and have fun doing it. You know, not that it was forced or anything like that. And when I went to reevaluate myself and I saw the people I was aligning with, like yourself, especially you, me and you've done a lot of work since then, I saw a formula for success. And I said, you know what, this is what I want to do. I put it all down on paper, like what each individual process to me would be to lead up really to this point, because I didn't go beyond 2019. I said, you know, let's just get through the year, because now I'm going to be losing one entire source of income, of revenue coming into my life, which was my business. I was making that decision. That was hard. Like, a lot of people don't realize how hard that was to turn my business off, because there was a lot of refunds I had to process that, you know, without money coming in, you know, that was money that might have come in 2 or 3 months prior when we weren't considering shutting down the business. But then they call to use their, you know, their voucher, and we're like, okay, well, we're not open anymore, so let me refund your voucher. Well, we're not having money coming in, and we're having to do that repetitively. That really put a strain financially on me for a small portion of the time. And I moved out of, you know, downtown into a new house. That was a huge expense. And all that, really, I'm still just barely getting out of those expenses that I took on to make this transition, which was necessary. I mean, I couldn't make the transition without, you know, without eventually shutting the business down. So, and it's finally coming to an end. Yeah, what's up?
It was similarly kind of scary for me, because I had to stop working about a year before I started my channel, because of my leg and everything, and I was relying on state benefits. And the second that my channel got monetized, the second that I made any money at all, the government knew, and they were like, nope, you now have to stop receiving like all your employment benefits and stuff. And you know, I lost all, you know, my council tax, my housing benefit, you know, my employment support allowance, and I lost it all. And the only income that I could have that I had was what I was going to make from YouTube. And that, at that point, I only had like 3, 4, 5,000 subs, and you know, I wasn't making a massive amount, but it was enough for the government to go, nope, you're classed as working. So I had to, you know, commit to this properly, to, you know, because if not, there wasn't any money. And
well,
you know,
let me jump in. Let me jump in real quick and say something right now, because there's the unsung heroes that we're not actually addressing here. Okay, very much so, because while me and you are both telling stories right now of you know, how kind of like worrisome it became during the year when we made these transitions into doing full-time YouTube, we're both okay, right? I mean, we're both doing fine. We're both having a sustainable life. So the real unsung heroes are those people out there who are listening in the chat right now, who actually do contribute to us on, you know, through super chats, donation, Patreons, channel memberships.
And it's not just the ones that they give money. That's I mean, obviously, the fact that you guys do super chat and Patreon memberships, you know, it allows me to continue to do this full time. But it's not just you guys that I'm saying thank you to, because it's every single person that watches, whether you are just interacting in the chat, whether you're liking the video, you're leaving a comment, you're sharing it on Facebook or telling one of your friends about it. You know, that is just as important to the channel as, you know, of being financially stable. Obviously, the super chats and it, like I said, that is what allows us to continue to do this. But I want everybody to know that this channel is what it is because of every single one of my 22,000 subscribers. You know, and you know, I wouldn't be anywhere without the support of the guys, because there was a point during the year where I actually lost my ability to live stream, you know, because I was using Google Hangouts and they had that amazing feature which basically allowed somebody to come in and remove you from being in charge of the Hangout that was connected to your YouTube live stream, and then play porn on my channel. And then they did that and I lost the ability to stream, and thanks to Reds for letting me use his channel. But there was a period where, you know, things went quite badly, and then I was quite worried about not being able to make enough, and the community kind of rallied behind me, and I got a bunch of patrons and people supporting, and I couldn't have got through that without the support of everyone, you know, helping me on PayPal and Patreon and everything, but just the people helping the channel grow. And it's allowed me and my family to feel sustainable and be happy, and it's awesome. And I fucking love doing it, and that's the most important bit.
And to even expand a little bit more on what you were saying, you know, about the people that can't support financially, one of the things that helps us out more, almost as much as the donations do, are the people that share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter. That puts us in front of more people. There's two things that helps us with, right? It helps us spread our message, because for me, like I said, it's never been about just like the money. It's all about me wanting more people to see my videos. I'll make money on the long run from that. You know, if I can get one video to be viewed by 1 million people, then I'm going to make a little bit of money on ads. That it's okay, it's fine. You know, I don't need any of the financial support on that video or whatnot. So, but it also says, it shows people, you know, that might not have ever heard of me or might not have ever heard of FTFE, and says, you know, hey, check this guy out. Here's a new video. You probably have never heard of this guy. You might like his style. Just like it does when we do collaborations with like Simon Dan and like when you did Professor Stick. That's good for us. That helps us out. Well, you know, we don't really make anything off of it, but we do get more subscribers, more viewers. That's what it's all about. It's
been incredible because, I mean, for the first year when, you know, during the time when I lost my job, I had to stop working and everything, just happened to be the time that we were served an eviction notice by our tenant, and we had to move out, and we were trying to get council housing, and, you know, it was a really quite disruptive time. And one thing that was keeping me going, because I was addicted to watching like your videos and Red's Rhetoric and Simon Dan and Conspiracy Cats, you know, like I was obsessed with it, and that's what kind of, you know, it's what kept me happy during those times. And then I was accepted into the community, and I've done videos with all of you, and then you asked me to work with you on SOS, and, you know, it was a bit surreal for me at first because I still feel like the new kid on the block. But the whole community is just so welcoming to anyone who wants to come in and debunk the idiots that think that the earth is flat, or that the earth is 6,000 years old, or that volcanoes aren't real, or density is a force.
Right.
Yeah. But hey, it's been an absolutely fucking incredible year. Yes, Factard. I didn't choose the wallpaper. In my first videos, there was some hideous wallpaper behind me. That was here when we moved into the house. That's all painted red now, but I've got my fancy green screen. I've got a few super chats. Let me just read those. Stephen Steen for $1.99. Thank you for streaming in support of JM Truth for Dumb Fuck of the Year. I think at this point, guys, everybody knows that Anthony Riley's got it in the bag, so it's cool. John Rapp for $5. 22 degrees C on top of 30. No clouds in Sydney on New Year's Day. It's beautiful 2020 so far. Catch up, you guys. Wishing you all a happy new year. Hello in the future, John Rapp. excuse me. Stephen Steen for $1.99. In 2018, neither of you got trolled by me, so only up. Yeah, Stephen Steen is the king of the trolls. And $66.60 from NANA. Hail Sagan. I hate you both. Happy New Year. I hate you too, NANA. With all of my heart, I hate you too. And no, thank you, seriously, it means a lot. But yeah, I've been doing this for a year, and I look back at my videos that I did when I first started, and I cringe. Like, I can't watch them. I think, how the fuck did I put that out and think that was good?
I'm sorry, I don't know why I was glitching up there for a second. Made me restart our call.
Oh,
but anyway, I just came in. What was hard to watch? And
well, good. You went out while I was reading the super chat, so that worked perfectly. Yeah, I was saying that my first video that I did like a year ago is really hard to watch. Like, cringy.
Yeah. I like watching my first video to see like where I started and how much better I am now than what I was for the first video. My first video was horrible. I mean, it was great. It was great. I love it. It was my first video, but it was horrible.
Except your stick figure had some kind of terrible acne.
He was a rock figure at the time, and it was just to show that he's been through some shit.
Yeah.
He didn't have fucking acne.
Right, so it's been a crazy year for both of us, but what we do on the internet is we take what idiots say and we make fun of them. So what is the absolute stupidest thing you've heard this year from a flat earther?
Oh, wow. There's so much. The stupidest thing?
Uh-huh.
I can't promote Anthony Riley here, so.
Yeah, well, if he
that.
if he said the stupidest thing, you've got to fess up.
I know, but I mean, there's so much stupid that I saw. There was so much stupid this year, so. I don't know. Anthony Riley's thesis was probably the dumbest thing I saw this year.
Anthony Riley's thesis. Made me
as a
weak.
whole, not the
Yeah.
dumbest thing that was said. The dumbest thing that was that a flat earther did this year was Anthony Riley's thesis.
Yeah. His thesis is a monument to stupidity. It is everything that is wrong with flat earthers summed up in a few pages of spelling and grammatical errors that my 11-year-old son would have laughed at. I mean, like, he either is the greatest troll of all time or actually the dumbest human on the planet. And I go with dumbest because he's so confident in what he says. And I just think that he's got an inability to think in like conceptual terms. You know, he can't do abstract thought. He lives by definitions that you find in dictionaries and thinks that you can argue against physics by looking at a definition and picking what you think the definition means. Like, it's such a two-dimensional way of thinking.
So I want to change it up then. I want to stop. I don't want to talk about flat earthers. I want to talk about the debunkers. Who was the best debunker this year?
Who is the best debunker this year?
Don't consider me. I want to take me out of any kind of thought.
Well,
I want to say, who do you like watching? Who's your underdog? Who do you like watching? Come on, fight. I'm asking you tough questions tonight. I'm interviewing you for the crowd.
That FTFE is fucking good looking. I like watching him, but
nah, he's ugly as fuck. If you're not gonna have an actual scientifically accurate fucking thing to say, then don't say nothing at all, please.
No, right. Well,
but
no, seriously, my favorite debunker is got to be Conspiracy Cats then, and there's a couple of reasons. I think he's one of the smartest people that I've met. He is probably the funniest debunker that there is, and he has successfully turned more than a few flat earthers back to the globe, including one in the chat right now. Seek truth, speak truth. who we're going to have on SOS soon. So I think Conspiracy Cats...
Joey Rocha is in the chat, and he says Joey Rocha's 19-pack is greater than FTFE.
Hey, don't time out Joey. Just let him have his fun. He can embarrass himself all he wants. And yes, Joey, if you have a 19-pack, again, that's a cancerous tumor, and you should probably see a doctor.
I don't know if Joey heard this the first time I said it. I can go ahead and say it again right now. Joey, I saw you in your victory video where you put your arms up and you were like, "Wow, won!" And your 19-pack, bro, is not a 19-pack. Okay, it's a 3-pack and 2 man boobs. That's what you have. You have a 3-pack and 2 man boobs, and that does not equate to a 19-pack. All right, start doing some sit-ups, do a few push-ups. Maybe a few pull-ups.
Scabs.
Quit being a
Sorry,
fucking
what?
flat earth idiot. Stop doing drugs.
Where's the rest of your teeth, Joey?
Where's fucking our countdown timer at?
Well, we have 23 minutes here until it is officially the future. A couple more super chats. Pete Bridie for £20. That guy saying you couldn't see a 90% moon in daylight is the stupidest thing I've heard this year. That is pretty fucking stupid, and a massive congratulations to Blue Marble Science and Where's Wally for literally wearing that guy out so much that he deleted his entire channel. Surf $5. Happy New Year to everyone except JM, since it's not even December for him yet. Yeah, that was pretty good. Number 6 for $1.99. Blue Marble, because he got that guy to quit. Yes, exactly. That's what I just said. Yeah, so that guy basically said that it was impossible to see the moon during the day on our model, and if anyone could prove it with a model, then he would delete his channel. And that happened.
All right, so we do have JM with one of the dumbest things I heard anybody say, and he said it to me. So this is why I now remember, and I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe this one. Remember when he was like talking about his discrepancies in the calendar, and I said, you know, I go, wait, did you say it was 364 days between equinoxes? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, no, it's 365. And then I was like, I showed him the calendar where it was like every time on the same day. And he goes, no, it's 364. They're just sneaking a day in on you. And I was like, did you just say that they're taking a day away from me and I just don't know? One day I wake up thinking, God damn it, it's fucking Monday. I go to sleep after partying on a Friday night, and it's Sunday when I wake up. No, that didn't fucking happen, bro. Like that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard anybody say, is that they have successfully snuck a day in on me, or snuck a day in on the calendar, well, making it appear to be 365 days. Oh yeah, and then don't forget when I said no, there's no way they did that, and he said, well, it's just on a scale that's so massive that you wouldn't actually perceive it.
Because
like
we don't
putting an extra day in 1 year. Yeah, that was pretty fucking bad.
Excuse me. And imagine trying to explain the concept to JM of the international banking calendar, because there is another calendar that actually most of the internet and technology runs on, called the internet. I think it's the International Banking Calendar, and basically, according to the International Banking Calendar, it's already 2020. In fact, it's the second day of 2020, because in that calendar, the new year always starts on a Monday, and there is always 52 weeks exactly in a year, and then it has like a week leap every 4 years to catch up with itself, and that's where a lot of computers are programmed like using that, and that's actually why Twitter went like offline in 2014, because that's when they were doing like the catch up, and they thought it was the wrong time because it thought it was already 2015 when it was actually still 2014. So imagine trying to explain the concepts to JM that there is actually other calendars that are used as well as what we were talking about. NZ Pure for
yeah, and I'm catching shit from people. Let me 2 things. Somebody said, right, technically there's 364 days between equinoxes. Yeah, well, it's 365 if you say the equinox sunrise to the next 2 equinox sunrises. Thank you, your pal Al, for pointing that out to me, I meant from the spring equinox to the spring equinox. But actually, there's a spring equinox and a fall equinox, so or an autumn equinox. So your pal Al is right, and yeah, thank you.
NZ Pure for $8.99. Pro tip: it's 2020 here already. It tastes exactly the same as 2019. $8.99 NZ Pure should be like 50p. Yeah, New Zealand dollars. I think there's about 2 cents over here. So yeah, but no, thank you very much, and Merry Christmas and New Year to you as well. Of course, yes, our friend Plan Our Walk will already be in the future. He's been there for a few hours actually. I'd love to live in the future. Can you imagine what 2020 is going to be like? We're all going to be robots and stuff.
Yeah.
But for stupid,
Clive Wells put something out. He says at one time the New Year started on Lady Day, 25th of March. You know that's funny, Clive, is I actually was looking into that recently and saw that somewhere where they had moved the start of the New Year from one day to January 1st, and I don't know when it was, but it was I want to say it was the final move in the adoption of the Gregorian calendars. What I think it said. I could be wrong. If you guys know the history better than I do, please leave it in the chat. But yeah, I think I saw that somewhere just recently too.
Joey Chocha is in the chat, and obviously he is our hero. He's far more famous than all of us, as he likes to declare. And he's also trying to explain to everyone how I bitched out from the debate. Hey Joey, do you remember the email that I sent you that said it was on Monday? And then the conversation that we had on your YouTube channel when you agreed it was on the Monday, and then you didn't turn up. If it was the day before and you thought it was, then you would have contacted us. No, you were scared, Joey. Joey Chocha is a little bitch. And that's all you're going to be remembered for in 2019, is for running away from FTFE on Simon Dan's channel. And, you know, your 19-pack, which again is a medical condition. Please see a licensed physician.
Yeah. Quit injecting. I'm trying to think of the name of that thing that the chemical people inject into their arms to make them look like they have swollen ass muscles. It always looks like fucking two water balloons sitting on a chicken bone.
Right,
yeah. Can I? I'm gonna read that next super chat real quick from
ahead.
Surf because you. It's a question to you, but I'm gonna read it because it's actually fucking false. FTFE team's New Year's resolution is to learn to whistle. What is yours? So go ahead and answer it, and then I'm gonna say what's false about that.
My New Year's resolution is to teach Team to whistle.
Yeah, fuck off. So second, both of you are wrong because I can whistle.
I mean,
You hear that whistle? Do you hear that whistle?
You can half whistle.
I'm getting better at it though. I always start with my mouth in one position and try to rotate it around until I hit that perfect little C.
Right, Joey, just as you're there and you're spouting nonsense so we can prove it to everybody. Right, let's get that.
Recovering Albanian says, sounds like a busted hairdryer. Yeah, whatever.
So, here is the email that I sent Joey, originally saying that the debate is going to be on the 8th of December, okay? So yes, I did send an email to Joey saying it was the 8th of December. But then Simon Dan messaged me and said, actually, it's the 9th. So, as you can see, here is the email that was sent. That was at 14:10, and this one was 13:45. So the email was sent literally 20 minutes later saying that it's Monday the 9th. So if Joey had one email, he had the other one. And we also had a conversation on his YouTube channel. Stop being a little bitch, Joey. You ran away. We all know you did. Sorry, I just like to point out that Joey's a little bitch and he ran away.
I see Team Wind Movement. John Rapp. John Rapp needs to get the hello John Rapp treatment from people. That's a faulty kettle. Neil, I'm also unable to whistle. I wouldn't classify us as unable to whistle, Neil. I would just say we're not whistle hobbyists like the rest of the universe. Let's see. Sorry, dude, you're not getting any better from C4. Thank you, C4. Appreciate the support.
Yeah.
Rodent, no last name. Team Skeptic can whistle like Flerfs science can science. For no reason, Team Skeptic. That sounds like you turned on a hairdryer in the background. I just can't eliminate the wind sound with it. If I could eliminate the wind sound with it, I would get all the women in the world, because they'd be like, that guy can whistle too. He is not just a 10 in real life, but he also can whistle.
I've got a memory, right, of staying at my nan's house when I was a kid. And I got up on a Saturday morning, and I must have been about 8 or 9 years old. And I remember I was really happy when I woke up that morning, because I remember before going to sleep, I taught myself to whistle. I was like 8 or 9.
I wish my parents loved me enough to make sure that I knew how to whistle before I, left elementary school.
Oh,
But they didn't. They were just like, okay, he can't whistle, he'll be fine.
Joey Chocho, you had your chance to debate me and you ran away. This isn't a debate stream. This is a welcome in the new year stream. We could bring you on, but I'd just laugh at you.
Yeah, recovering Albanian, got to get that part right, says
Alabamian.
10 question mark? No, Albanian. 10
Alabamian.
question mark? I don't know, man. I'd give you a solid 7 at best. Thanks, asshole. Thanks.
Okay, everyone.
Tripping fool, curl that tongue.
I'm bored of Joey now. Just start timing
That sounds
him out
worse.
for fun.
Happy New Year, Joey. Let me be the
Yeah.
first one to welcome you in properly.
Yeah, happy
Since
New
we
Year,
have a
Joey.
delay.
Now run away. You don't
Since
get
we
to
have a
come
delay.
and just...
Oh, no. Quit asking me to change my name. Team Skeptic beat me to it. He must be like hacking your computer or something and listening in.
Stallion says, please, please, please let Joey on, please. Oh, I don't really want to. I don't think he deserves any time on my channel. Right, we'll let the
I don't
audience
remember
vote.
I don't remember the context of calling you my side or a side piece Albanian, but I'm sure it happened though.
We'll let the audience vote, okay? Shall we let Joey Chocha on to be ruined by me for 20 minutes to half an hour? Vote 1 for yes to let Joey on. Vote 2 for Joey, please fuck off. And when you get there, please fuck off again. So we'll see what the chat says about that. But it's about 10 minutes till the new year here. It's 10 minutes until the future. Emma's behind me.
I just want to say hello to my good pal Craven Moordick.
Craven Moordick.
So the whole time that I've been seeing that guy's name, I had no idea that it was Craving Moordick.
Right, team.
And I would always read his name like it was an actual name, and I'm like, oh, he must be from the land of Moordick, like Mordor.
So, is there more ones or twos there? Do you think?
I see a bunch of 3s. There's a bunch of 2s. Wow, there's only a few 1s. Dead serious. What was 1? To let him on?
1 was to let him on. 2 was that he has to fuck off, and when he gets there, fuck off again.
Oh, he's fucking off and then fucking off again, if
Yeah.
that's the case. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. There's not enough one. There's not a lot of 1s in there.
No, Joey, you're not coming on. The audience has spoken. You're not worth it.
But, Joey, the audience has spoken, so go fuck off and then fuck off again.
Yeah.
And
do
when
as
you
you're
get there,
told.
fuck off again.
And just repeat until infinity. Hey, I had a thought.
Wolf says it's like Mike Hawk. Yes, that's my second favorite name of all time. Mike Hawk.
I had a thought.
Shout out
right?
to Mike Hawk.
So Riley says that
Yeah, go ahead.
5 divided by 0 is 5, right?
Yes.
But then, what's 5 divided by 1?
1.
What? No, that 5 divided by 1 is then also 5, which means that 1 equals 0.
Not if you're a
according to-
flurfer.
I
Hold
know.
on. Not if you're a flurfer.
All right, so if you're a
Keep
flirter,
asking questions.
5 divided by 1
I'll answer 'em.
equals 1. So
Is 1. Yeah.
why is it 1?
Well, when you use the inverse square law on a nonlinear algorithmic function like 5, what you end up getting is a natural logarithmic inverse to the independent variable, which then equates down. It all basically works out to cancel each other out, and you get basically x over y, where y equals x and x equals y, also equals 1.
So 1 equals 0 is what we're saying, according to a flat earther. I'm pretty sure.
Well, no, I wouldn't go so far to say that, because we all know that 1 to the 170th power is much bigger than 1 to the, let's say, negative 170th power.
Which is exactly the same as 10 times negative 170, right?
It's kind of close if you add the decimal points on the right side of the decimal.
That was some amazing Flerfs-splaining you just did there. I must, absolute, yeah, as Juckin726 says, math salad.
Well, yeah, exactly. And then, so all this really comes down to a quantum explanation of the first law of thermodynamics, how entropy increases over the passage of nuclear energy time and energy density as well.
Yeah.
When all combined, it basically says in that law that everything in the universe is essentially flat, and that includes solid surfaces and gravity.
Yeah. Your Power Owl says, ask Riley what is a tangent of 90 degrees. I imagine his head would explode.
Oh yeah, let's talk about, hold on. Let's talk about seriously the most fucked up thing that a subscriber did this year. And I have something out there. Thank you, John Rapp, for reminding me of this. I have something out there that happened to me that was absolutely shit. And that goes to there was a subscriber out there who has a fucked up name, and everybody continuously asks him/her to change his/her name. Okay, so what ended up happening is we made an agreement, a gentle person's agreement, where I was the gentleman and that was the gentle person, and we were agreeing that if I failed in my outro properly, they would finally succumb to the community's desires to have that person's name changed. And the person that changed their name was quit asking me to change my name. And the name he changed it to was quit asking me to change my name, Team Skeptic. That was fucked up. 2019 fucked up commenter of the year award goes to quit asking me to change my name, Team Skeptic.
Well done.
Prove me wrong.
They win. Mods just have fun, constantly timing out Joey. He deserves nothing more. Remember his strongest evidence for the shape of the Earth being flat was a parody paper written by somebody that said Kansas is flatter than a pancake. Have you ever looked at a pancake up close? They're not really very flat. But yeah, 5 minutes till the new year. Right, I'm going to think, what is the dumbest thing I've heard a Flerf say this year? Because it's been an incredible year for dumb things. And I've heard a lot of extremely stupid shit. But I think I'm going to go with... It's going to be Sleeping Warrior, isn't it? Saying that the Earth is round during the day, but flat at night.
That's damn dumb.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, Stallion1812 says, I keep asking Riley what time of the day the Earth turns flat and what time in the morning does it turn sphere. I never get an answer. Have you? Riley won't talk to me anymore because I hurt his feelings. That was a good one. We arranged to have a second debate at the end of Sleeping Warrior Week in June, but he ran away, gaining the nickname Clucking Warrior. Hey, team, remember that time this year when Nathan Thompson ran away from you?
Yeah. Remember
Yeah.
that time in 2020 when he gets to face me again?
Live.
So,
guys, I'm going to start crowdfunding now for Team Skeptic's bail money.
No. Okay. So, I'm sure I've talked about it a couple of times, so I'm sure people are aware now. I guess I am scheduled to debate Nathan Thompson. Now, I already told the organizer of the debate that I'm good for it. But that we have a history. And Nathan Thompson kind of alluded to our history already to the guy, but he put it where he just said we simply have a toxic history together. No, that's not the case. It's more than toxic at this point. So I went ahead and informed the guy completely on the situation so that he wasn't, so nothing caught him by surprise. I mean, that's James from Modern Day Debates. He doesn't need to be caught by surprise by all this. It doesn't need to affect his channel negatively. But I told him about that, and, I said that I would promise to be on my best behavior for the debate portion. So.
Oh, well. No fist fights then. 3 minutes until the new year.
I didn't say that.
Oh, well, I hope there's...
I just said I promise to be on my best behavior.
But yeah,
I'm really not a violent person. I'm not a violent person, just so you guys know. I'm one of those people that's very much like somebody that's I joke around a lot, I have fun with people. If I don't like you, I'm just going to ignore you. If I'm your friend, I like you, I'm going to go and fucking fuck around with you and whatnot. Nathan just pisses me off. He pisses me off because of the way he acted, the way he went total bitch made on everything. So, and then he fucking talked shit, and then he fucking did what he did to George and M. Stone. And,
Yeah.
I don't know. He just gets to me. So, but I'm going to be cool.
He is a massive douche, but remember, team, it's very important to remember, he's got 8 shower heads.
I'm going to guarantee that he's not going to use a single word he fucking says anything. Hey, man, fucking get your goddamn counter ready, fucking dickweed.
I don't know. How do I get a counter?
You are absolutely insane. Or do you have a fucking... Oh, my God.
I'm getting one. Hold on. Emma, you're in a
We
game?
got fucking 38 seconds. Well, it says we got 30. Yeah, we got 30 fucking seconds, bro.
I'm trying to get the counter up, but it's not letting me.
Don't worry about your counter. You just worry about mine. We got 25 because I know you're on a
25
fucking
seconds.
2-second brain delay.
Happy New Year, man. 20 seconds. How long we got, team? Count me down.
All right. Ready?
Yep.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year to all the people in
Happy New Year!
Great Britain.
Happy New Year, Emma. I love you, honey.
Happy New Year.
Yay! Whoop whoop!
A special shout out to all of my European friends that are celebrating the New Year. Happy New Year, guys.
Is there any flat earthers left in the future? I hope not. It's 2020. There can't be any flat earthers yet, right? The left yet, surely. You're all fucking idiots.
No,
please. Actually, you know what?
Ding.
Fucking bring on the stupid, because it's a new year and I am up for a great year of content. Me and team have a massive year planned for you. We've got our podcast coming regularly. We're going to be doing regular live streams on Science or Satire. I'm going to up my schedule for releasing videos, and I've got gonna have my weekly live debates on Monday. It's going to be an awesome year. I honestly can't believe how good this year has been. I never thought that after 1 year of my channel, I would have 22,000 subscribers. Thank you, everybody. Happy New Year to all of you. And yeah, keep enjoying the stupid, guys, because I'm going to keep pointing at the idiots and going, look at this fucking moron that thinks the Earth's flat.
Yes.
And to all flat earthers, how about just one little bit of evidence? All flat earthers, your New Year's resolution should be fight the flat Earth some evidence that the Earth is flat.
One piece. One
just
piece.
one.
That's all we want.
Mandevil says a wild 2020 appears. Yep. I used party. It wasn't very effective. I've had a couple of
It's going to be a good year.
super chats. J.L. Warren for $1.99. Live stream privileges are not for little bitch mages. No, Joey Chocha, you do not get to come on my live stream because you ran away. Flat Earth Jackal says FTFE limp dick. Flat Earth Jackal is a coward who refuses to debate me. So everybody initiate the Vicky treatment for Flat Earth Jackal. Greg Desitov for $2 Australian. 2019 was so long ago. I've already sobered up. Yep, he is from the future land of Australia. JL Warren for another $1.99. Team Skeptic, LMK, and I'll be there to help out.
Who said that?
JL Warren.
Oh, yeah. You'll know J.L. Warren.
Yeah, he was in the videos, wasn't he?
Yeah, but also at the same time, like, the venue that we're using, I mean, it would really just not be conducive to him to try to start anything with me there.
Hey, team.
Because I know a bunch of people there, so.
Remember that time
Yeah.
in 2019 where Anthony Riley took a piss whilst doing a live stream?
I don't remember that. That was last year for you.
Wait, you don't remember it because it was last year for me?
I know, man. Today I'm full of flat Earth quickies. All right, the whole day, the rest of this time that I'm on here, every time you ask me a question, I'm responding with a flat Earth quickie.
Right. Okay.
A typical response that a flat earther would just have without thinking about it. How
They
can I
never think.
remember last year when it's 2020 for you already? That's fucking begging the question.
Rodent, the last name says, can you see flying cars from the future now? No, man, still no fucking flying cars. Back to the Future straight up lied to me. Not happy with that. 2020. So what is your New Year's resolution, team?
Well, I'll tell one of my New Year's resolutions right now because I don't think I've announced it yet, but I'm also doing a live stream tonight in 5 hours for the Americans. So I'll tell what my global resolution is going to be. My global resolution is going to be to I'll tell you two of them. One is going to be convert JM Truth away from the flat Earth.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to believe. He doesn't have to stop believing in God. He doesn't have to believe we're flying through space. He doesn't have to believe we're spinning. I'm going to get him to believe that the Earth is not flat. That there's no way that it can be flat. No possible fucking way. If in 2021 JM Truth is still a flat earther, then I have failed myself.
Is that why you want him so badly to be Dumbfuck of the Year? Because you don't want him to get it next year?
No, I'm going to be honest with you, okay? And this is another thing. I believe JM Truth, I think he deserves Dumbfuck of the Year above and beyond anybody. You got Kyle and Katie, and no. Everybody else outside of Anthony Riley was just there to fill spots. There was really no one in that little group that is like exceptionally stupid, except for the four people we can say: JM Truth, Anthony Riley, Katie, and Kyle. Okay. So the Katie and Kyle thing is all emotionally driven, and the Kyle thing does affect our community directly. So I can see why people would want to nominate him for Dumbfuck of the Year, but he's not going to win. Kyle is not going to win Dumbfuck of the Year.
No.
It should go to either Anthony Riley or JM Truth because those two people say stupid shit. Now here's the thing. Anthony Riley has been a part of this community so long that he wants to fucking win it. I don't care what you guys say. Inside there, okay, when you're dealing with an irrelevant topic like the flat Earth, it's hard to get somebody to watch your videos. Now that you're dumb fuck of the year, guess what? People are going to watch your videos. And that's what they're doing, and that's what he wants. He wants this. This is why he put out a video accepting and nominating himself, accepting his invitation, whatever the fuck you want to call it. That's why he threw the Union Jack in upside down. That's why he did all of that. He didn't do that on accident.
No, he absolutely
yes,
did.
Yes, he did.
You're giving him too much credit, team. You're giving him too much credit. He thinks he's being
sorry,
smart.
but...
Right. No, he thinks he is
I'm sorry,
being
but
smart.
JM Truth actually
tricking us.
believes... Nah, JM Truth actually believes this shit. He thinks that he has a... Okay, so I would say that if you took... for those of you that watch Nathan Oakley here and there, right? Sometimes I watch his videos for debunk purposes, all right? You can tell that Quantum Eraser believes he's right. He believes it. Like, he's not to say that he's wrong. That's why he won't debate me. Because he believes he's right. He knows I can prove him wrong, but he does not want to be proven wrong. He wants to be comfortable in his belief, therefore avoid the potential, situation that may have you question your belief. So that's Anthony Riley doesn't think that way. Anthony Riley is trying to be an entertainer on the internet. I see it in his things. He's not really... He knows what the fuck he's doing, man. And
right. You're
we're
right.
Eating out of his hand.
No,
we're
you're
eating
right.
out of his
You're
hand.
right that he wants to be an entertainer on the internet in the sense that he wants people to listen to him and think that he is right. But he's not smart enough for that to happen. Now, just 1 sec. I'm going to have a shot of tequila with my wife. Happy 2020. Love you. Ooh. Was that the Patreon?
Yes.
Oh, that's lovely.
Patron. Say it right. Patron.
Ooh, warm on the way down.
No, patron. You're saying it wrong. Patron.
Patron.
There you go. A little bit better. Now try to not sound like the Godfather too much and sound like a regular person. No, not patron. It's patron.
I say how the fuck I want. It's tequila. Tasty shit.
But JM Truth, okay, here's the difference. JM Truth will get into a debate because he believes he knows more than you do. He believes that he's right, and we all know he's wrong.
Yeah,
and
but
he
does
believes
Riley.
it.
So does Riley. Riley believes that...
that why won't Riley come into a debate then?
Because I hurt his feelings. And he honestly thinks that I'm lying because I say that gravity is a force, because he doesn't understand Newtonian or Einsteinian concepts. Like I said about Riley earlier, Riley has an inability to think abstractly. He can't do abstract thought, which is why he cannot equate Einsteinian theory of relativity with Newtonian, three-dimensional space physics, even though we know that they're the same thing and they explain the same thing on very different levels. He cannot conceptualize that in his brain because he cannot find a direct link to them in definitions. That's just how stupid he is. He thinks on such a basic level, and that's what makes him think that he is right, because he can find citations that he thinks backs him up. And that's how he wins arguments, or how he thinks he wins arguments, because he can say this bit of this citation backs up what I'm saying, even though the very next line in the same citation will say something else. Because he gets those little bits that back up his narrative, he thinks he's right. And he's not smart enough to do what you think he's doing. You give him too much credit.
Well, I say you got to look at it like this. They're equal on the dumb things they've said this year. And then you got to ask yourself, really, what is the difference between JM and Riley? I think Riley says the stupid shit because he knows people are going to react to it. It's going to keep him relevant.
He does want people to listen to him, but he still thinks he's right. JM does it because JM is the perfect example of the Dunning-Kruger at Mount Stupid, At that point where you know enough to know what you're talking about, but you also you don't know enough to know how wrong you are. Therefore, you think you're right about everything. And that's the point on the Dunning-Kruger chart that is Mount Stupid. And it is then, as you gain knowledge, you then lose your belief in your own knowledge, because as you gain knowledge on the subject, you start to realize that you don't know as much as you thought. But he never goes past that initial stage of, oh, right, I can do 2 + 2, therefore I'm an expert at all maths.
Yeah, and in the chat, somebody, Aniceto Maldonado says that I had perfect pronunciation on patron, which then Mandevil says, nope, you're doing it wrong again. You gotta let it just roll, bro. You gotta drink a little bit more, and you'll be saying it right.
Mate,
now you're trying to sound like the Godfather again.
I've had like half a bottle of prosecco and a shot of tequila, and that's me fucking away for the fairies.
And then Mandevil said, yeah, and I think he has a family in South America. I do. I have family in Argentina, which has helped me with. But they have a completely different. Like they wouldn't say patron. They would say patron. It's a little bit different of a dialect down there. And then Aniceto Maldonado says at Mandevil, and he lives in Texas. Lots of us Latinos down there. Yeah, I do live in Texas. There's a lot of Hispanics down here. And when I went to college, I was in an all-Hispanic fraternity. So I was the only white guy in an all-Hispanic fraternity, and the chicks loved it.
Says the Brainy Beaver's joined.
I have culture,
we can't
guys.
Hear him. Brainy, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I have kids bouncing all around me, so I was being quiet so far. You can hear me though, right?
Yes. Hello. Hope you had a good Christmas and Happy New Year from me, because I'm now in the future
as well.
to you. Yes. What did Santa bring you?
Yeah.
What did Santa get you?
Well, my wife and I don't get each other very much stuff other than
I
a whole
asked
bunch
what
of
Santa got
chocolate
you,
and
not what your
candy.
wife got you.
I spent all the money that I don't have, so my MasterCard got a little bit heavier. It might shatter if I drop it. We'll be careful. But
Game density.
I bought myself an Oculus to go.
Yeah.
My computer's everything in the computer, but the graphics card. The graphics card meets minimum spec, so I can run like the Beat Saber and some games, but I won't be able to.
It's actually very clever. It automatically uses the right amount of power for what your computer can put out, and it will successfully run most games, even if you're on the lower end of the spec. But yeah, I got
should dumb everything down a little.
Yeah. I got Oculus Rift as well, and I'm absolutely fucking addicted to it. I really like Beat Saber, but it's quite hard for me because my left shoulder and my left leg are injured. So when I'm standing up, I'm putting all my weight on my right leg, and like my shoulder gets a bit sore on my left side. But I want it. When you're inside the game, it's crazy.
I heard they were coming up with a gangrene edition or something like that, where it's he's like you tell it which body parts you're missing. Anyways,
Team's got a
HTC
Vive, so we can all play some stuff together. I'm looking forward.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
And then do you see that Bonesaw, or what's that new one where it's like literally like a first-person shooter, like RPG.
Yeah.
But I saw the preview to it. The guy was literally down on his knees, stuffing a dude in a locker.
Yeah.
Like literally grabbing the arm, twisting it back, and like stuffing him in a locker and slamming the door shut. I was like, that is amazing. But I you know what I mean when I said putting it on the credit card. I don't really have a lot of money, but let's face it, I don't know. I said I won't buy coffee for a few months.
Yeah. Respawn Entertainment, the guys that made Titanfall and what's that first person, the Battle Arena game, Apex Legends. They're rebooting Medal of Honor as an Oculus Rift exclusive.
No shit.
Like the original Medal of Honor?
Yeah,
that would be amazing.
Real fun. There's some
graphics would be perfect.
Yeah. And it's going to be.
Well, there's some really good
online
first-person shooters already.
Yeah.
There's some really good first-person shooters out there for Vive. I don't know if they're on Oculus Rift, but I know they're on Steam. But some real good like war simulators where it's first-person shooters. Yeah. And it's like 64 on 64. They get pretty good reviews, but they've never had like a real strong developer come in and make a real high quality experience of a VR combat simulator.
I think
my God,
Medal of Honor is going to be a system seller for Oculus because they're saying they're trying to make it feel like you're there. The developer was basically like, you know, it's the best thing that we've ever had to code a first-person shooter on, because you're always trying to emulate the feeling of ducking and leaning around the corner. And you know how you duck and lean around the corner in virtual reality? You fucking duck and lean around the corner, you know? So
no, it's pretty badass. I was watching, like I said, that one guy stuffing the dude in the locker. The guy like slipped down to the bottom of the locker, and he had to got down on one knee and was grabbing the arm of the guy and like twisting it up into the locker and trying to slam the door shut with the other hand while he was on his knees. I'm like, this is amazing.
So there's also,
you know what, Fight, for your birthday, if you happen to come down to Dallas for your birthday, what I'll do is I'll put some hydraulic 3-wheel motion on your wheelchair, so that way you can sit in the wheelchair and still lean around the corner and look around the corner. Just like
there's another rhythm game called Audacia from the guys that made Guitar Hero, where you're shooting with a gun. Have you seen that?
Yeah, there's another one where is that okay? There's two of those there. There's one where you're talking about the one where you're shooting up like into the sky and a bunch of things. But there's another one where it's like John Wick meets Matrix, or I don't know. It's like you go to the music and you're moving through a platformer where the people are shooting at you and stuff like that. It's like Twitch shot or something like that. Or
I'm not
kids
sure.
are being super loud. I'm sorry, Mom's upstairs.
That's all right. There's so many like good games that are on VR, and it's taking like video games to another level.
I'll look up the.
Yeah, I do I'm trying to think of what it is. I think it's called Viveport, and it gives me, I think for $8 a month, I get access to like 600 VR games. And since most of the VR games are small and the developers still just want people to play them, they almost always add them to subscription services so they can get that guaranteed income coming in. But at the same time, you know, people are playing the game, so people are reviewing it and rating it. Yeah, it's exactly, it's all it's about is exposure. I've played like 4 or 5 different games that came out on VR that were really fun. The first thing I saw years ago, I can't think of what it was, but it is fun. Oh, go ahead.
The one that I saw years ago was when the Vive was newer, and the guy was playing the job simulator, and he was like changing. I think he was just like pulling. He was like, it was like a car came into the shop, and he's supposed to like change a part, and he like pulled out the air filter, and he like blew at it, and it like blew it off, and he was like, "Oh my god!" And he like put the air filter back in. He just blew it off and changed the air filter, billed the person for an air filter, because that's the whole point of the game. Is just like, it's kind of. You've seen Job Simulator, haven't you?
Yeah, Job Simulator looks good.
Yeah, that's. And then I got a couple people asking me if I've played Super Hot. No, I haven't played Super Hot yet. That game looks. That game's the one where like
you can slow down time.
Yeah, Super Hot's amazing. Yeah, as like with just regular mouse and keyboard. I saw that it's a little short for what you pay, but a lot of the reviews say if you get it on sale, it was pretty awesome. They said you feel like you're in the Matrix.
Yeah.
The one guy said you can throw the gun to yourself, teleport over and catch the gun, and then kill him. Sorry, the delay between us, buddy. My apologies.
No, you're good. SifeDK says, excuse me, try Universe Sandbox 2 FTFE.
Yeah, I've got that.
Highly recommend it. I have it. So.
Oh my god, you can get into Universe Sandbox with the VR?
Yeah, and you can go into Google Earth as well.
See, my wife...
Pretty badass.
My wife is looking forward to it because obviously I had to do the typical pitch we all do where you say, "So sweetheart, I spent this money. Please don't hit me with a frying pan now." And I'm going to explain to you the reasons that it was worthwhile investment. Our child can attend, rocket launches and she's like, "All right, okay, you've won." She's like, once you said the thing about being able to go to live launches or different events like that, or just see things that you wouldn't be able to experience. She's like, okay, now you've won the argument. I'm like, fine. I'm like, I'll take it. I'll take the win.
Just don't stop speaking before she changes her mind.
They used to be $1,500, and then I had to upgrade my computer. Sorry, go ahead, Fight, or Team.
Oh, no, I was going to say I have some games I've bought that I haven't played with anybody yet that I plan on playing with subscribers in 2020. We're going to talk about that on my channel tonight, but one of them, a couple of simulators I played that I think are really going to be fun. One is called Prison Boss Simulator. I haven't played it yet, but you're like an inmate and you have to work your way up to becoming a prison boss. And it's all done in VR as well. Awesome. So it's pretty cool. And then there's also
the one I was
Don't Stop Talking or Everybody Explodes, I believe is what it's called.
That's a good one. I just wanted to show you the Audacia one. This is the
Have you seen the one you're supposed to die? Oh, this is Audacity, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen the one you're supposed to die where you're like a secret agent?
Oh, you're.
Or I expect you to die?
I expect you to die. Yeah. This looks badass.
Oh, and after that, show Pistol Whip. Because that Pistol Whip is the one I was talking about.
Oh, I played that. Let's see. There was another game I played
that
that.
get copyrighted. So yeah, but that looks awesome.
Oh yeah, right. There's another game that I've played. I think it's called Horseshoes, Hot Dogs, and Hand Grenades. Oh, I bought it. I haven't played it yet. Everybody's like, "You gotta play this. You gotta play it." So yeah, I have that one too.
A couple of super chats. Bella Charge for $2 New Zealand. How was your chicken strips team?
Oh. Funny story. Well, I haven't ate the one question yet because I'm still questioning it. So yeah. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna let the chat tell me if it's okay or not okay. Okay? Because I was in my gaming channel the other day playing, and I've been playing some daily gaming on my gaming channel, Team Skeptic VR. So come check me out over there. We hang out, we talk, we have fun. I turn on the chat, the where the robot voice reads the chat all the time. So even if you aren't interested, even if you're not interested in what the video gameplay that's going on, you can literally just type shit in the chat between people, and everybody has a good time doing it. So, but yesterday I bought some really good, maybe it was just either yesterday or the day before, I bought some really good chicken tenders. And they were buffalo chicken tenders, and they were covered in buffalo sauce. Now, keep in mind, buffalo sauce has a lot of vinegar in it, so, you know, vinegar kills everything according to every pseudoscientific, website you'll ever go to. So, I put one of my chicken tenders on the oven pan and slide it on the rack, and as I'm going to put the other chicken tenders in the fridge, I drop it. And when I drop it, one chicken tender lands on like a plastic bag I was taking the groceries out of, so it just happened to be on the floor in the right spot to catch the chicken tender. That one was okay. It's been eaten. I'm still alive. The other three, one just completely landed on the floor. My dog got to it like quick and was like, pow, jumped up on it, right? And then that left that one chicken tender that bounced on the floor and then landed on the plastic. So it touched floor.
5-second rule, dude.
And then it went to plastic.
Just wash it off. If it's wet, you gotta wash it. If it's dry, it's 5 seconds.
No, but it's got buffalo sauce. Oh my god, it's got some amazing
you gotta wash it
buffalo sauce.
Because it's wet. You gotta wash it. You gotta wash it. I'm sorry. You cannot eat that now without washing it.
Fuck it.
That's my opinion.
John Rapp for $5 Australian.
Be a man and eat it.
Hey kids, quick, jump on your daddy, get him. That was to Brainy's kids. And Night Fox for 500 Japanese yen. I think it's still 2019 in the States, but it's already January 1st here. So Happy New Year. Just watched FTFE's Riley compilation, and it was hilarious. Yes, hashtag classic Riley. Honestly, the amount of stupid shit that guy puts out is unbelievable. And that's one of the reasons why I seriously think that Riley deserves the dumb fuck of the year, is because he consistently puts out the stupid. Like, so consistently.
I sent a clip. I sent a link in the chat thing here. That's for Pistol Whip if you wanted to show that one at all. Probably the same thing with the audio. You could probably only play so many seconds of it before you'd get a problem.
Yeah.
I got false claimed.
So
I'm getting claimed by
PK.
some Punjabi records, and I'm not being racist there. They're literally called like Plus Squam Records or something like that. And I stopped using it a while ago the first time it happened, but that intro, that like Bay Breeze, that tropical intro one that I was playing at the beginning, they started claiming little chunks of that. And so that's why a while back I changed the song that's played during the Platypus intro, because I had a suspicion that they were doing that. And so they've gone ahead and just randomly claimed another video like live stream from months ago. So yeah, I sent off a thing denying, like saying it's disputing it. So we'll see.
Yeah. Well, I get copyrighted claims on little bits that I used all the time, and I just dispute it. And most of the time,
well, this is a legal thing though. No, this isn't a little. But this isn't a little owned, like a little use of something. This is actually like a song that I play at the beginning, but it's free. It's free. Like I can literally show you the source of where it came from. And this other person's claiming it's theirs and that they own it, and it's on YouTube channels as he's the owner. It says there and everything. So really, I said that really wouldn't that be? They should really be going after the person that it's his. Somebody's falsely claiming it.
All right. Anyway, I'm gonna start shutting this down for tonight. I'm going to spend some time with my wife and chill and see where the new year takes me. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you everyone for all the support that you've given me during 2019. And 2020 is going to be an absolutely awesome year. Happy New Year, everybody. Team's going to be...
So are you not...
Sorry, go on. What?
Are you not at the later? Are you not doing the later one? Just before you... I didn't want you to just randomly shut her down before I got to say. Are you not doing the later one with Team? Is that just Teams?
If I'm
stream?
still,
he may be on there. For fight. It's really late for him. So we're gonna start at 11 p.m. my time, which is what 5 a.m. your time.
Yeah.
So he may actually come on at the end if he gets up early enough. But I'm not counting on it. I'm gonna bring my imaginary friend God with me.
I got to do some driving tomorrow. We're going to the in-laws for the traditional Scottish steak pie on New Year's Day. So I need to make sure I've got plenty of sleep so that I'm okay to drive.
Can I advertise my competing stream against Team Skeptic though?
Sure.
Sure, I don't care. Go ahead. My wife and I are streaming tonight. She's gonna be on camera. She's trying to show a lot of cleavage. We're gonna do an Orphan Red kind of thing.
Nice.
Actually, we're gonna play a drinking game with Orphan Red. That'll be fun. Anyways,
well,
I was actually
if you guys do want to end up joining mine, if you and her do want to end up joining mine, as long as it's not too much cleavage where I'll get struck, you're more than welcome to come. Oh God, the phrasing. Yeah, I should have. You guys are invited to join. Well, shit, I need to think of a way of inviting you without making it seem like it's sexual. Yeah. But I will be
because I'm going to dump for
I'll be
apples at
playing
some point,
games.
so you can get that on your show. I have an apple. I have a thing full of water, and I have a bunch of apples. I'm going to be dunking for apples at some point. I got a plan here.
Well, I'll be doing live games with the audience and all that, like we did the other day. That shit was pretty fun. We'll do it.
Yeah,
those are fun.
I would say from about 10:30 to 1 in the morning, so we can catch as many time zone as possible. My time Central, so 11:30 to 2 in the morning Eastern.
Well, I'll say Happy New Year.
My signal's clearly going to England and then bouncing back to Texas.
Yeah,
there's quite a delay between us.
Yeah, well, I'll say Happy New Year to you now, team. Because I'm not sure if I will make it. If I'm awake, I will hop on and say Happy New Year and stuff. But
yeah, no problem.
It's been an awesome year, and 2020, I'm excited what we're gonna start doing. Thanks for bringing me for coming on, and Happy New Year to you as well, you Canadian weirdo.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me. I appreciate the invite, and I was a little tied up. Otherwise, I would have been here a bit earlier. But no, I really always appreciate you inviting me. So thanks for having me.
Just before we go, another super chat in Flatter for $5. Happy New Year, FTFE, with much aloha from the 808 state. Find Joey and give him a slap for me, please. Anyway, guys, I will see you in the new year. Here's to another year of debunking stupid, and remember, stupidity is not a right. Fight the flat earth. Fight the flat. Fight the flat. Fight the flat. Fight the flat.